What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? With Miss Girl out here fucking shit up. Y'all okay? Y'all in quarantine? Y'all good? Y'all doing the social distancing and all that stuff? Y'all cool? Okay, cool. Um, this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 12, episode 18, Greek tragedy in 6 acts. Okay, so we pick up, from last week. The whole shit that happened between Kenya and Nene, that was the jump off start, you know. So we wake up the next morning, and then, you got Porsha playing with little PJ and her mom or whatever. And then you got Cynthia, Tanya, and Nene doing their thing and trying to get breakfast, going out, taking pictures on the beach and stuff like that. That was cute. You got everybody else doing their thing. You got Kandi and Kenya doing, talking and taking pictures. And Kandi is on this whole kick about getting Nene and Kenya to actually talk to one another. Listen. Okay, here's my thing. I know they do this for TV or whatever, but baby, don't come on my trip. I don't care if it's a trip that we had planned, Bravo planned or whatever. Don't try to come on this trip and try to fix people, okay? I come on this trip to fucking lose sight of everything that was happening over there in America, okay? I come on this thing to have a fucking good time, you know what I'm saying? All right, no drama, no nothing. I don't want no drama. And that's exactly what Kandi is inviting, if you ask me, because she trying to get these girls to talk, okay? Like Kandi said, I get it, but bitch, this ain't the right time or the place, okay? That's what she said last week. And, Kenya don't really give a fuck about what Nene got to say at this point. She did say that they have a love-hate relationship and there's more hate on Nene's side. I said, girl, it's equal on both of y'all, okay? Y'all both can't stand each other. Y'all are the type of people that just will never be friends, and people need to understand that, and y'all just need to go about y'all day, okay? Quit trying to put these bitches together and make them do what they ain't gonna do, okay? Moving on from that. They're about to go to lunch. All right. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was real funny and cute to see Nene and Cynthia and Tanya. They having a good time on the beach, whatever, taking the pictures, and then that old man come over there. Bitch, what the fuck is up with them goddamn stray cats? In this first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of this goddamn episode, we didn't see like 3 of them already. Like, bitch, what is going on? Then they go to this restaurant for lunch or whatever. Kandi said it's a restaurant that we gotta go up in the air, whatever, like 100 feet and all that shit. But I ain't tell Nene because, Nene afraid of heights and she probably wouldn't have went. So I'm just gonna spring it on you. Bitch, don't spring shit on me like that. Okay? Because I would have been just like Nene. Get me the fuck up off this shit. Okay? Now, I do a roller coaster here and there or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? But I know once I go up, I'm coming right the fuck back down. I'm not finna sit up there and I'm not finna slowly go up and just stay there for a minute or whatever and gotta eat. And then, I don't know if this shit really truly fucking balanced, bitch. What if my big ass get up and the shit just go this way like that, bitch, and then everything else go this way? Like, girl, no. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. Okay? It's a weight limit for me, bitch. I ain't got to worry about shit like that. Girl, I said, you got to be kidding me when they get there. You know what I'm saying? The thing rise up, and old girl was like, it's gonna be like a football field, a half a football field. She said, bitch, 100 feet, 50 meters. I said, bitch, ain't nobody got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this. They get up in there. Nene said, you gonna make sure you strap me the fuck down. Make sure my shit tighter than this, okay? But for the most part, everybody was being a good spirit. When they was on their way to the actual place to eat, they was in the car and they was talking about Kandi's bridal shower, not bridal shower, baby shower that's gonna happen in October. She said it's gonna be unisex. Everybody can come. So you can bring your significant other if you want to. And, they was asking, will she still be cool with Shadina when she gives birth to the baby or whatever? And, you had people like Marlo saying, don't do nothing with that girl, let it go or whatever. Because they was like, you still going to be friends with her and all that shit. And she was like, to be quite honest, she did say that she had this management or marketing business or whatever that she had going on, and she wanted, if I needed some help or whatever, that she can help around and all that stuff. And I was thinking about bringing her on the team or whatever. And of course, you got some naysayers and you got some people that's gonna be cool with it. Kandi is like, her family will be forever grateful and forever in good standing with Shadina for doing what she's doing for them. Um When they met the girl, and Porsha was like, everybody was like, congratulations, congratulations. Oh, you got the baby. Now everybody is saying you got the baby and congratulations. Why is Porsha not picking up on the context clue that this is the surrogate? This your cousin? No, girl, this the surrogate. That's the baby. Oh, girl, Portia just, girl, just out there. But anyway, back to the food. They asked about the wine and stuff like that, and I said, drink me. No, we're not finna get drunk like this. Not up this high. And then Marlo giving a shady prayer, talking about something. This is how any of them gonna ever go. Like they ain't reaching heaven or some shit like that. I said, Then Nene started freaking out. I said, no. See, that's what we don't need. We all in this situation together. We don't need that one person to start freaking the fuck out and fucking with all of our anxiety. Get her ass down. So while they up there on the little crane thing or whatever eating, it's also turning. I said, bitch, this is a lot. Okay, now I like adventure, but goddamn, eventually my nerves would have probably settled down. And then when I saw the ruins and stuff like that, given that they said they didn't say it at first, but if I would have known that they would have saw, some of the architecture, the ruins from, centuries ago, whatever, some of the most famous landmarks in Greece or whatever, that would have been an opportunity that, oh, do I got spit? Girl, y'all let me stop about goddamn, what the fuck? Shit. That ain't Corona. Don't do that. Don't do that. I gotta go wash my hands. Let me hurry up. But anyway, I would have been mad if I would have missed out on an opportunity like that, because I love seeing stuff like that. That'd be the reason why I go to certain places. Like, that's one of the reasons why I would want to go. That's one of the reasons why I do want to go over to Europe and, other places to see the architecture and, the ruins and stuff like that. So they had a good time, of course, up there. And what? I don't get it. Like with Kenya, man, I understand trying to be funny or whatever, and we joke with our people and our girls, our good girlfriends and all that stuff. But sometimes it just feel like she's doing the fucking most, and I felt like she was doing the most with Cynthia and this wine shit. Okay. Yeah, some people do get into businesses, and I'm not trying to take up for Cynthia. She should know exactly what it is that she is, doing. And sometimes some people buy into stuff that they really don't know. They just know that it's a market for it and it's it's a way to get money. Or some people buy into something that they don't know and they learn along the way how to the ins and out and how to make money off of it. And that's feel like what Cynthia is doing. At least that's what Kenya showed us now, because Kenya up there talking about which rosé you would pair with this. And, Cynthia said I would pair the wine with the grilled chicken and some shrimps. Oh, you would do that even though the rosé is a little bit overpowering? I said, listen, you are no Lisa Vanderpump, okay? She's the one that know all about this shit, especially when it comes to rosé. Okay, leave this girl alone, all right? Why are you bringing this up right about now? We are trying to have a good time. Why are you putting this girl on the spot? And you kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And like Nene said, Cynthia, you being a punk bitch. Okay, you letting this girl read the fuck out of you. This ain't even the first time Kenya came for Cynthia on this season. All right. Remember when Cynthia got read by Kenya in her own house with her sister sitting right there? Like, girl, I just said, Kenya, was it necessary? Then when they go to the market, you all up in her face, going down her back, asking if you gonna buy this wine or whatever, buy this wine, buy this wine. If she don't want to buy the wine, she ain't got to. Then the producers asking her, what's the difference between you getting upset about the wig and then you up here badgering Cynthia about the wine, with the wig and shit. Listen, I ain't even gonna answer that no more. Who the fuck write these questions, okay? That's just my friend, and obviously she don't know what she talking about, so, we can help her, she can learn all this stuff, and woo woo. I said, girl, no, just shut up, okay? Because you was doing the fucking most. That's your friend. You don't put your friend on the spot in front of everybody just like that. You pull her to the side. You ask her later on, you know what I'm saying? Do you need help? We can help you with this, all right? You need to brush up on this, but you don't put a person on the spot and use them as a joke like that, okay? I just really wasn't here for that. When my friends do some shit like that, bitch, I have to get your ass back real quick. But they go to the markets, they going around, taking pictures, and Porsha and Kandi was taking some pictures on some ruins, and here go Kenya. Oh my God, you're not supposed to do that. That's their ruins, but it was other people's down there. You was not supposed to touch whatever, but it was other people down there. So I was like, girl, calm down. Calm the fuck down. Act like you been somewhere before. I said, bitch, let these motherfucking grown-ass women just have a good time, okay? As long as you ain't doing nothing, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Then they go get some crepes and some ice cream. Tanya and Porsha go get a bracelet with the evil eye that wards off bad energy and stuff like that. And then they go to a restaurant and they do some authentic plate throwing and breaking, which is a tradition in Greece, in the Greek culture. That wards off, when they hear the loud sounds, it wards off evil spirits and stuff like that. And so they were just all saying what they're thankful for as they breaking a plate. And I was waiting for that. Girl, this was giving me all my big fat Greek wedding teas and shit like that. So I was like, that was cute. I'm glad they showed that part. But yeah, all of that was going on. And then when they was getting the bracelets and stuff, they was like, they asked the lady, Portia was trying to get some clothes or whatever, and the lady, they was like, girl, you can't fit this shit. She was like, well, I want this one and I want this one for free. You can go ahead and give me this and I'll put this on my Instagram because I got 5 million followers or whatever. Okay. And then when they went to get the bracelet or whatever, talking about the evil eye, they was like, do you got something that ward off friends that, do shady shit to you and all this shit or whatever? Miss Lady was like, huh? I was like, no, girl, just go ahead and take your bracelet and all that shit. I said, we're going to see how this flow. Like, how do y'all feel about that situation? Do you think, Kenya was just being funny with it? Or do you think she was doing too fucking much? I think she was doing too much because it's one thing to joke and it's another thing to keep it going and to keep it going. And I felt like she was keeping it going. Like, chill out. Everybody is noticing that, you coming at her. It's not even funny no more. Like, how y'all feel about that? So, Cynthia's in her room, and then here comes Tanya and Porsha. They brought, I gotta wash my hair. I'll wash it later on this week. They brought in, something, the evil eye, they brought her a bracelet as well. And they told her about the situation with Kenya and how it came off as if she was being shady, and how Kenya is the same person that's always talking about, getting upset when people say stuff about her brand because she don't want nobody tarnishing it. That's one of the main reasons why the producers brought up that whole conversation and that comparison between, Tanya saying that you wear a wig and then you up here, trying to call Cynthia out, making it seem like she really don't know what she's talking about, because you are basically talking about her business. You don't want nobody being, in your business and putting false information out there or saying something negative towards your business that can mess up your brand and not get the results that you choose and or that you put out to get. And then you said the same thing about Cynthia. You can also be messing up her brand and letting people know that obviously Cynthia don't know what she's talking about or whatever, so don't go to her. She'll give you some wrong product. People can perceive stuff and take stuff in many type of ways. And you putting that out there, that's one way people can take that. Portia brought that up and was like, that's how she put it out there. And at this point, Cynthia, like, girl, you gotta stop this shit, okay? She talking about something, she didn't really take it like that. She couldn't really see it like that. But now that you put it out there like that, I can understand it. But, with the stuff that's going on with Kenya, that's probably why she reacting the way that she reacting. So I'm gonna give her a pass. Bitch, fuck all that giving a pass. You gave her a pass when she talked to you the way that she talked to you in your goddamn house. Like, girl, come on. This has happened one too many times. Is how many more passes we gonna give out? How many more excuses we gonna give out? Like, I just can't. But anyway, so later on the next day, they went out. They was on a bus and they were just talking about stuff, and they started talking about they started talking about men and what Marlo want in a man, because they was Tanya and Cynthia and Nene was telling him, mostly Tanya, about how they found that old man on the beach or whatever, and talking about how Marlo, like the old men with the money. She was like, they ain't gotta be old or whatever, just a distinguished gentleman, be well off in life. T was like, well, describe somebody that you want, without saying that they have without money and influence and stuff like that. What do you look for in a partner? But of course, Marlo couldn't say that without saying money. They have to be well off, they have to be this. And then Candy was like, you probably wouldn't go for somebody that's not have less than $1 million in the bank, and they asked Tanya, when you got with Paul, did he have $1 million? She was like, yes. And it was like, when I got with Todd, he didn't have $1 million. He was like in $100,000 area, the $1,000 area, okay, area, whatever. And so I just knew once looking at him, that doesn't mean that just because they don't have as much money as I do or as we do or as the next person, that they don't have the potential to make that money, that they're not a good person and stuff like that. And she was like, I saw Ty and I can see right off the back that he had the guts and what it takes to make more and to do more and all these ideas, and together we made millions. And she said she made it clear to say together. I said, come on, Kandi, you better hold up your man right there, okay? And so at this point, they get to talking about that. You know, at the same time, Kenya not paying attention to nothing. Kenya up in her phone because Nene started talking. You know, I don't know who brought the question up. I think it was something about Porsha, or somebody said something about you know, being in relationships and, you know, no, Marlo said, I'm just looking for a partner, okay? A partner that I can be with, a partner that I can be my equal, and I can suck your dick on the holidays. Tanya said, bitch, you only sucking dick on holidays. Bitch, we suck dick 7 days a week out of here. I said, even on your period. I mean, that ain't got shit to do with, girl, I just don't be wanting to do no shit like that. I'm like, girl, I'm uncomfortable, bitch. You ain't finna get shit, okay? If I'm uncomfortable, you gonna be feeling that uncomfortableness too. I said, and then he said, bitch, your jaws don't get locked. You professional with this shit, girl. If you by now you still doing it 7 days a week, bitch, your jaw muscles is really relaxed and your gag reflexes is really on point. They're non-existent, okay? I said, you know what? You know what? You gotta flaunt your skills, Tanya. Flaunt your skills, bitch. Y'all believe in giving some blowjobs, and you know that ain't my ministry. You know I believe in getting head, but you know, oral fellatio. Cunnilingus, that's what it is. Because I don't do fellatio, I do cunnilingus. Okay? That's the licking of and all the pussy that was out there. God damn, all them damn cats. If I see another cat, bitch. Okay? Listen, girl, y'all be doing that shit. Y'all will wake up and suck your nigga dick off every day. Morning head, afternoon head, and evening head. Y'all do that shit. Put it down in the comments. Tell me what y'all be doing, okay? Spice this shit up. You know, then they started talking about relationships as to, you know, what makes a man a good man and how you can't really say that even if a man cheats on you, that don't mean that he not a good man, and, you know, that's not enough to just break up with. Because I just was like, yo, so your man can go out and cheat and do what you gotta do, and you gonna do what you gotta do, and y'all gonna come back together and do it together. Bitch, what is it for y'all? If a man cheat on you or your partner cheat on you, is that it, or you gonna, you know, go through the motions to get back on track, and y'all gonna try to, you know, keep it going? Is it a deal breaker? Put that down in the comments. I said, that's interesting. And then at this point, this is when Porsha started saying how, you know, this is the Nene that she misses, because Nene used to give all types of advice or whatever and be like, big sister, little sister, and this is what she misses, you know, given that they have been on the out somewhat and they just been cordial at this point, you know, for the sake of the group and not trying to start no drama. I was like, okay, I get it. So the girls, they're on their way to a vineyard, okay? They get there. I was like, Marlo or whoever walk it out with their heels on and everything. I said, put your flats on. But, you know, they go in there. Of course, they know a little bit of something about wine. This is good for Cynthia, whatever. You know, they're going through the guy. I think it was either Porsche that was like, oh, my friend right here, she got a little winery or whatever at her job and you know, in Atlanta. And then the guy was like, listen, I know some people out there in Atlanta too that I can hook you up with. I said, come on. That's how you cross promote and help out and market. You know, you got to do networking. That's what it is. Network. Come on. Okay. So after they do all of that, they sitting down there tasting the wine. He was like, you know, we sniff it, we swirl it, we taste it, we that it, and then either if we like it or whatever, you can either swallow or spit. That's like, Tanya, what you doing? Kenya said, Tanya, what you doing? She was like, bitch, if I like that shit, I'm swallowing the whole thing. I said, girl, okay, listen, don't let the good shit go to waste, all right? Portia said, bitch, I'm spitting. I said, oh, okay. So you a spitter. You don't swallow, kid. You don't swallow. Okay, girl, y'all know what I was about to say. That's why I caught myself. But anyway, so they just having a good time, and you know, Marlo was like, you know what will make your wines good, because they were talking about rosés and stuff like that, and how Cynthia said rosés are like one of the more popular sellers at her place. And it was like, Marlo said, what to make your stuff real good is if you put my face on the bottle. And then she was like, yeah, I'm going to put your face on the high-end bottle. Here go Kenya. Put it on the low end. I said, girl, and she the only one that laughed at the joke. And then at this point, Nene said what will make it all good is if you just get a bottle for all of us, put our faces on there and whatever, put us a bottle together. That'd be a real good seller. So they all having a good time at this point. They go in there, they get some other stuff or whatever. I'm finna fast forward. Whatever else happened wasn't really important. Nene and Porsha, they go outside to actually have a conversation, and this is where they start to break down about everything that happened between them. Because at the end of the day, what Nene did was trifling as fuck. Okay, it was trifling as fuck, and I honestly, personally, I'm not, and I can sit here and I can tell you that, and I be revealing my truth to y'all all the time. I'm not the person that can forgive somebody that hurt me deeply like that when I'm going through a situation that I can't control, okay? And you come at my throat and you call me out my name and you say something that I have no control over. Like, that was disgusting to call her a fat bitch or whatever she called her, and she literally just gave birth a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago. So, of course, that's a sensitive subject. You know what I'm saying? And you can't control that because I literally just gave birth. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I gained some weight because I literally just gave birth. And then this is coming from another woman who also gave birth a couple of times before and know how that can feel. You know what I'm saying? So she hit her at a spot where it was fucked up. And I don't know if I would be able to just forgive so easily. And I'm not saying that Porsha is forgiving easily, but it'll take me some time if I ever want to do that. But of course, Porsha just felt the way that she felt about the fact that, her and Nene, she said out of all the people that went at her and she's gotten into it with, that hurt her the most between her and Nene, because they did have a little bond that was like big sister, little sister. And I understand it, and some people are more easily forgiving than others. I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily say I'm holding a grudge. It's just to say, bitch, you just show me your true colors and I don't have to deal with that shit. Now, if I decide to talk to you and forgive you sometime along down the line, then that's what it is. Girl, yeah, that's what it is. We up here coordinate. Y'all know they shut all the restaurants that you dine in the bars or whatever. They close some shits down. So I'm finna be like, it's finna be a ghost town when I get to work tomorrow, because in the area where I work at, it's nothing but high-end restaurants all around there. And I'm just like, it's about to be dead as fuck over there. Girl. But anyway, so Porsha just mentioned, like, she said, when that whole thing happened, she literally just gave birth. She's up there going through postpartum depression. She's breastfeeding PJ. And once you sent me that text or whatever, I just put her down to the side like I'm going through all this stuff and I just posted it. That's what it was, And at this point, I'm not even going to try to front and say that Nene was playing the game. I feel as though Nene was hurt too, and this is probably the most sincere. I actually seen Nene, even when it came to Cynthia and her conversation, and she started breaking down, crying or whatever. That didn't feel as sincere as this felt like when she was about to start tearing up. I don't know why. Am I the only one that feel that way, or y'all still like fuck Nene? Put it down in the comment. So Porsha and Nene continued this conversation and basically just got it all out, And to be quite honest, when Nene opened up, like Nene. Girl, I felt like, to be quite honest, at the end of this whole conversation, I felt like this was the most grown conversation that either one of them has ever had when it comes to acknowledging their faults, acknowledging, that they was fucked up in the situation, because Nene actually did that. She actually apologized. She actually said, opened up and said, during this time, last year was a hard year for me, and I felt like I was closed out. I felt like I was shut in, going through stuff with Greg and his cancer stuff, and I felt like if he was to leave, I would have nobody, and all this stuff. And they admit that they missed each other. They both fake crying, and I say fake crying only because they had to strain the tear out, after they got through crying and saying, "I love you and I miss you." Okay, they was playing with their lashes or whatever, and it was a little small tear that came out of Portia's eyes, but I understand they was trying not to make their makeup run. So, I was sitting here like, what a tear is that? But at the end of the day, it was a conversation that needed to happen, and I'm glad that it did happen privately, with nobody else, input or whatever to heighten the whole situation. And that's what most of these girls need when they go through this stuff. They need to have a private conversation. And I bring that up because later on, they go on to having they leave the vineyard, they about to get drunk on the bus, they going to eat and everything. Tanya goes to the bathroom. All them goddamn fucking cats is everywhere. Bitch, at one point we saw a dog in the middle of the fucking market earlier in the episode. Then we saw another one come past around the food while they was up there sitting down. I said, no, what the fuck is this? Now see, that's the turn off right in there. Keep me inside and keep the animals outside. Okay? That's why they got the signs to say no pets allowed. And these are stray cats and stray dogs and shit. No, bitch, we're not doing that stuff, okay? That's how shit spreads, all right? Moving on from that. Tanya goes over there. Well, Porsha had went to the bathroom too, and Tanya and Porsha met up. And Tanya was like, "Oh, you got makeup all up on your shirt," because Porsha was wearing all white, and she was like, "That's Nene stuff, whatever. We made up, we talked and all that shit or whatever. This is probably the most open that we have ever, or I have ever seen her be with anybody. And I feel like we should have a burn party, but instead of calling it a burn party, it should be like a room party. We just get it out there and put all our stuff out there and make up with everybody, and it's gonna end in hugs and stuff like that." And I said, "Porsha, this not gonna work, okay? Just like when Kandi be trying to make Kandi and Cynthia trying to make Porsha, not Porsha, Nene and Kenya sit there and talk it out or whatever in front of. No, this not gonna work, okay? Stop that shit. They get back to the table, playing with them goddamn animals, throwing them food, Nene or whatever. Porsha want to talk about the whole thing, having this ruin party or whatever, and burning all the stuff and clearing out the air and all this shit. And like Kenya said, so you want to have this shit publicly when y'all cleared out y'all issues privately. So that's what she was upset about, and that's what Kenya been trying to do for the minute. She was like, wrong place. This not ain't the right place, right time right now, And I understand that. If I want to talk to you one-on-one, I don't need a fucking group, because sometimes when we got a fucking group in front of everybody, it's not going to go the way that we need to go. And like she said, this is going to be a fucking disaster, and we already know that it is. So they get back home, everybody's good. They're gonna have this like little party, this little burn party, ruin party, whatever. Everybody go get dressed. They got the food out there, and so they get started. Okay, they got these two crowns. Now, one person wears the crown who you talking to, and the person that you're talking who asking the question will wear the crown. Okay, we're gonna put everything, leave it in the ruins, and we're not gonna address it no more. Okay, so the first person who gets the crowns are Porsha and Kandi. Kandi put a crown on Porsha because she wanted to know what her and Kandi, Nene talked about, and so Porsha just said, "You never know, but just know that at the end of the day, we good." I was like, okay, fine. Fuck that. But you want them to put all the problems on the issues on Front Street, too. Okay, cool. So then, Cynthia gave a crown. No, Porsha gave a crown to Nene, and then they discussed about their whole situation and how they got over it or whatever. Kenya just was feeling some type of way about the fact that, after all the shit that Porsha talked about Nene, about how she acted towards her, whatever, now all of a sudden you falling for her bullshit ass apology. This is what Kenya is basically saying. And she was like, hate to see it, okay? Then, Cynthia gets the crown. She gives it to Nene, not Nene, but Kenya, and she basically brings out the fact that when they was at the lunch, when they was on the crane or whatever, how Kenya was coming at her and how she felt that it wasn't a joke, but they just kept on jabbing and jabbing and jabbing. And Kenya apologized, said, "I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. It was a joke. You my sister. I was never trying to do anything to hurt you, and if I hurt you, I'm so sorry," and all this stuff. Woo, woo, woo. And Cynthia was like, "Okay, cool." Now here's where the issue comes in at, because at this point, Nene's sitting down there just like the rest of us, like, girl, you always letting Kenya get a fucking pass, okay? Now, Nene could have kept this shit to herself on the spirit of sisterhood, well, or at least just trying to keep the peace and trying to just, let the night play out the way that it needs to play out in a positive way. But Nene said, fuck that shit, bitch. Cynthia, now if that would have been me, bitch, I just noticed, like, you let this girl get and say a lot of stuff to you, but if it would have been me, you would have came down hard on me or whatever. And Kenya looking like, so bitch, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to get at or whatever? Nene said, bitch, you ain't gonna be cause you's a motherfucking bully, bitch, okay? Here you go, Kenya. So you calling me a bitch? I said, wait a minute. I would have been upset that she called me a bully more so than a goddamn bitch, okay? But she never said anything about that. They go back and forth about shit. And she was like, "What you gonna do?" She was like, "Bitch, you not gonna bully Nene Leakes. That's what you not gonna do." Okay. They going back and forth, and it was like, "What you gonna do?" She was like, "What, you trying to fight? Like, who does that? Who does that?" I said, "No, we can't do this. Not here, not now. You guys, we have to stop. It was going so good. It was going so good." It was like, "It's your fault. It's your fault that the family fucked up. Big Mama wanted me to get the family back together, but I didn't know how." Okay, that's all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say. Like, God damn, can we stop this shit? Next thing you know, Cynthia put the crown on Nene. She was trying to address her question. Nene said, "I don't have nothing else to say." Poor Kenya comes in and was like, "But you had a whole bunch of shit to say a minute ago." And she was like, "Listen, bitch, I'm not even fucking talking to you or whatever. Why you saying all this shit or whatever? Woo, woo, woo." Next thing you know, I can't even remember what Kenya said, but at this point, Nene said, "Bitch, that's why the fuck you can't keep your goddamn husband," and all that shit. Next thing you know, Tanya like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, stop, stop." I said, at this point in time, they calling each other bipolar, because she was like, "Is this the bipolar Nene? This the bipolar?" "No, bitch, it's bipolar Kenya. You on your medication. This why you couldn't keep your man and all this shit and woo, woo, woo." Now, first of all, we need to stop throwing out bipolarness and all this stuff, mental illness, as a fucking jab, because it's not. All right, that's a low blow. But because people really out here suffering from this shit for real, for real. But god damn. At this point, it was like, God damn, we really about to go here. Go off, okay? Go off. Now, y'all put it down in the comments, because I know y'all gonna do it anyway. Who side you got in the conversation? Because I'm just like Nene. I'm just like Kandi in this whole situation. I'm watching. Okay, Kandi said, "At this point, I don't even understand what's going on. I am all of the confusion." Did y'all see the Masked Singer? Did y'all see the Masked Singer? Kandi on the Masked Singer. Okay, it came on last Wednesday. As soon as the first person that was up there, I can't remember what her outfit was, but as soon as she opened up her mouth, bitch, you knew that was Kandi. I said, "Girl, they got to get some people up here that got voices that we don't fucking know." Okay, well, at least us, we knew. But anyway, I was like, what is happening? This is getting, dare I say, good a little bit, but y'all can't be going to other people's country just fucking it up like this. Stop it. Stop it. Bravo, y'all gotta stop this shit, okay? Stop leaving the good stuff that we've been trying to see for the past 3, 4, 5 weeks, okay? And leaving it until we get to the next episode. Come on, we gonna watch it anyway. We ain't got shit else to do. Most of us is on fucking quarantine and all that shit, bitch. We ain't got shit else to do right now, okay? Like, come on, stop that. All right, so they finished arguing, going back and forth, calling each other bipolar. Talking about that's why your man laughing. Oh, you can't even blink your eyes. Basically, these surgery jokes and stuff. Nene talking about Kenya ass and all this shit or whatever. They going back and forth. They calm them down, and it was just a mess. It really was. At this point, Kenya had the crown. She talking to Tanya about being compassionate to her even throughout what they went through, and just not saying things to her that she could say, basically about her marriage and all that stuff or whatever. She could have attacked her while she was down, but she glad that she didn't, and somewhat apologized for what she said. And then here go Tanya. "I genuinely accept your apology for what you said, but my whole thing is, just like next thing you know, Kenya talking about but you never really gave me the apology that I was looking for right away, for what you did with the wig situation and all that stuff or whatever." And I was sitting there just like Nene at this point. Like, girl, get over it. You at this point, you are just dragging this shit out about this wig situation. And like Nene said, I don't feel like she really likes Tanya. Okay? She don't really like the girl. And she just feels some type of way. I don't know what the issue is, but you cannot be this upset about a wig, and you did the same thing that you claimed that Tanya did to you to fucking Cynthia. Y'all both said shit about both y'all fucking careers. Like, come on. It's just like, girl, quit dragging it out. And at this point, Nene spoke up, said some shit. She was like, "Girl, give me some popcorn, did some bullshit or whatever." Next thing you know, she was like, "Girl, shut the fuck up, I'll beat your ass," and all this stuff. "Oh, come on and assault me. Come on and insult me with a peanut. Take your ass back to jail again." Next thing you know, Nene getting up, they trying to take her to sit her ass down, okay? And then it goes off to be continued, because I'm pretty sure that's when she was about to spit on her. Girl, anyway, that was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys tell me how you feel. Who side you on in this whole messed up shit? I'm not on anybody's side because both of them petty as shit. Okay, I'm not on King's side. I'm not on Nene's side. It's just all trifling as hell, and it's just entertainment for me. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and please, 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 you guys be safe out there. Okay, and I will see you guys later. Peace.